Okay, airdrop farming, usually very annoying, very meticulous, tedious thing to do that you need bots and villages in the Philippines to activate from. But in this video, I'm going to show you in less than 5 minutes how to farm 5 different airdrops happening right now on SUI. Okay, first protocol we're going to be farming here is 7K. 7K Smart Trading is basically a DEX trading ecosystem on SUI. The only real thing that you can do here to farm this is simply swap stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Swap. Look how fast it is. Wow, the speed of SUI is very much so SUIing right now. The speed of swap. The only actually confirmed way to farm this is for real just swapping. If you have a bot, that'll probably help. If you have some child in India that you're giving 40 rupees an hour to, that would probably help. Next one we're going to go to is Aidrops. So Aidrops is similar to Sanctum on Solana. It's LSTs, but on SUI. The way to farm this is simply swapping into an LST, and then later we're going to stake that LST. So let's put 50%. It's actually kind of a lot. Let's do 200 SUI into this. Let's stake it. Approved. And now we get SUI back. SUI! Staked. This has been received. Congrats, learn how to view DeFi opportunities. So now here on Cetus or on Turbos, Navi, Scala, whatever, whichever one you choose, you can then lend and or LP with this LST that you just got. I'm actually not going to do this. I'm pretty sure all these guys have already dropped their tokens. Maybe Cetus hasn't, but with that, you can do whatever you want. The next one we're going to go to is BTC stuff. So on the previous video, if you watched it, you can see there that BTC on SUI is a really big money-making DeFi type beat opportunity. On here, Gidwell, the guy who co-founder of SuiLend, is basically showing you that if you deposit your wrapped Bitcoin for 13-12%, you can then borrow Bitcoin on that for negative, which is around 8%, meaning you get paid to do that. And then with that, you swap your wrapped Bitcoin to LBTC and then redeposit it for around 12 to 13% again. So if you have Bitcoin, you put it on SUI, then you lend it, then you have a negative borrowing rate, and then you swap it again. So it's basically, there's a whole circle here that you're doing, pyramid scheme, to get as much yield as possible on your wrapped Bitcoin. And then of course, here is where you would put that on SUILand. Next one we're going to farm is Aftermath. Aftermath is very interesting. It's similar to what we showed you before. On here, similar to what we did on 7K Aggregator, swapping is a large percentage of this. So let's do this. Let's swap this, and then we've swapped it. Huzzah! Swapped. And then let's swap it right back. Swap. Beep, beep, boop, 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 huzzah. So if you have a bot or a Pakistani kid that you can do this with, that works really well. But if you don't, that's fine. And then here what you can also do is stake SUI. So they have their own LST here, AF SUI, similar to Aidrops. And let's do 50% here, staking in SUI. And now we are successfully farming this aspect of it as well. And then with that, you can do pools, which we'll do in a second. So we just received the AF SUI here. If you want as well, you can LP some stuff. I'm actually going to LP this AF SUI here. SUI! So let's LP all this that we have here. The worst case scenario is that we impermanent loss back into SUI, which is not the worst, scariest thing for me. So let's actually do 50% just so it's there. Slippage, blah, blah, blah. There you go. So now we got their AF SUI LST, and then just now we put their AF SUI LST into an LP, which has not the greatest APR, but I'm just putting it in there to get some points there. And now moving forward into a different aspect of farming on SUI is buying this NFT. This is the Tally's NFT and minted last week. This is the NFT for Talus, an AI network that recently raised like $6 million on SUI. So if you buy one of these, it is basically kind of halfway, kind of not halfway confirmed that you might get an airdrop for it. So I'm gonna buy one. And I haven't bought an NFT in ages. So this actually makes me feel really good. Okay, we just bought this. The bid right now is 61. That's actually pretty good liquidity for this. So hopefully this gives you some sort of airdrop for some sort of something that they end up doing with this frog. And then moving forward, SUILand capsule. SUILand is having their wave 2 distribution TGE type beat thing in March sometime, in addition to many other SUI stuff that is TGing this month. But if you own one of these, you get a token allocation for it. And with this, you get some sort of hopefully cool fat airdrop from SUILand. And that's it. Hopefully this video, less than 5 minutes, shows you 5 or 6 different things you can farm on SUI and how simple it is to farm them. SUI!